Secrets of the Pink Kush, The Hollow Earth and Atlantis, written by William H. Bradshaw. This information is derived from my book, Secrets of the Pink Kush. Some knowledge revealed here may not be in the book exactly as detailed here, as this is more speculative, but the main premise is derived from the book. Please note that I am not an occultist or religious, but a scientist. My objective is to remain unbiased and only present the facts that I discovered during my lengthy research project. Some of what is contained here is speculation in an attempt to explain some of these ancient mysteries. Hollow planets. I must state that before I started this research project, I was not even aware of the hollow earth theory, and in fact was not a believer in such a theory until after I had made my discovery about the existence of tetraploid humans. I personally would have thought anybody crazy if they subscribed to this theory, so I completely understand if one does not accept this theory at this time. Eventually, everybody will accept this theory as fact, just as most now that the Earth is essentially round and not flat as previously thought. I will show how all the planets in our solar system have holes at both ends of their poles. I will not show the evidence for Earth until the very end, so that I may compile the supporting evidence before providing the images of Earth and the layout of the hollow Earth. I suspect that NASA never intended their images of other planets to be used as evidence for the hollow Earth theory, as they are one of the organizations that actively covers up or attempts to obfuscate such information. Every living planet has an internal molten core which provides the basis for life on that planet. Dead planets are planets whose core has solidified and thus can no longer support life. The core is a molten energy mass that provides warmth and energy from inside the planet, as well as an electromagnetic flow. From this core, an aurora is created from the electromagnetic field flowing to and from the opposite poles. This aurora is emitted from the opening in the north and south poles of a given planet. Without an opening or a core of an aurora, then the planet is dead. This is true for all planets in our solar system and in the universe. The core provides a stable heat and energy source such that living inside the planet can be a feasible option. This is something that the tetraploid humans have perfected on many planets in our solar system after they learned how to do this here on Earth. Planets in our solar system and the openings. I will now show pictures of Mercury, Venus, Mars, Ceres, which is the planet within the asteroid belt, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and later Earth. I have included Pluto and Ceres as planets within our solar system because they are planets despite what other scientists may incorrectly state. Please note the obvious holes at each of the poles. Neptune is turned on its side for unknown reasons, and thus the poles are in the middle of the planet. Here is the final planet, our own Earth. Please note the unadulterated pictures showing holes at both poles, just like the other planets in our solar system. Here is a video snippet of the North Pole of Earth from a Russian satellite. NASA would never permit this footage to be leaked. Atlantis and the hollow Earth. About 11,000 years ago, Atlantis was violently moved from its position between Africa and the Americas and sucked down towards the South Pole, where it now lies and is now known as Antarctica. Atlantis did not sink as Mu did. Mu was another island inhabited by tetraploid humans and can still be found off Japan with underwater pyramids. See the Piri-Reis map compared to the NASA map of the Antarctica without the ice cap found in my book, Secrets of the Pink Kush. This massive landmass movement was probably due to a tectonic plate shift, which would have created massive earthquakes and flooding. The inhabitants, a race of tetraploid humans, giants, suffered devastating losses and many would have perished. It appears that some escaped to Patagonia in South America, some escaped back to Europe from whence they originally came, and some who remained on the continent went into the hollow Earth to escape the sub-zero temperatures. It is unclear if the tetraploid humans already knew of the North and South Pole entrances, or if they discovered their existence after the disaster due to the necessity for survival. It appears that Hades became the ruler of the underworld, the hollow Earth where some of the giants began to create a new civilization and safer, moderated interior world. Poseidon and Demeter became the matriarchal rulers of Europe and Asia, where they started the cult of Demeter to control and dominate mankind. That's us diploid humans, which persists to this day. This cult is still strictly enforced by the Judeans, who follow a matriarchal system and attempt to subdue and conquer all other patriarchal systems. Some of the other giants who had escaped to Patagonia became an independent nation of the patriarchal giants who adhered to the concepts of nature and did not pursue technology. There are many reports by reputed men of meeting their descendants of the original giants in Secrets of the Pink Kush. They mention escaping the fatherland, which is a direct reference to a patriarchal society. Unicorns and lions. The British actually acknowledge the existence of Atlantis in their coat of arms. Firstly, I must state that there's a difference between British and English. British is a Hebrew word for people of the covenant with God. English people were the original people of England before the Roman and Norman invasions. Both of those invasions were actually orchestrated by the Judeans. Ask yourself, why would the British coat of arms have a unicorn and a lion on it? The lion represents the Lion of Judah and represents that the Judeans are the chosen ones by the Tetraploid humans to rule over us Diploid humans. The unicorn was only found in Atlantis. According to Plato, they did exist. And they represent the covenant between the Judeans and God, a Tetraploid human or giant. Now, would the Judeans, the British people, put a false creature on its coat of arms? No. It is there for a good reason, as all the symbolism that currently exists is to pay tribute to their God. See my book, Secrets of the Pink Kush, for some of the symbolism that still exists to this day. Secrets of the Pink Kush. Read Secrets of the Pink Kush for more knowledge of the occult and many other topics that are related by a certain lily plant that can potentially cure cancer or kill animals or people or create polyploids such as the tetraploid humans or create superior plants like the Pink Kush, which is also a tetraploid but a cannabis plant. The book also describes how to breed and grow superior plants and cannabis in particular. There is knowledge in this book that is not found anywhere else in the world except amongst the tetraploid humans, and they are keeping it a secret. Thank you for your interest in this topic.